Hey Clear Lake peeps, Ross England with Clear Lake Guide Service with fishing report for February 11th, 2021. Hey everybody, good to be talking to you again. Hopefully we can get back on track. We'll see how it goes. Before I do anything, two things. Number one, all of you who've taken the time to send me a message, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's been very enjoyable, a little boost to the spirits at times, and I really appreciate the time that many of you took to just send in a little note. That was pretty cool. Thank you. Number two, I'm going to post another video probably this weekend, and I don't know what I'm going to call it, but it'll show up if you're a subscriber to the channel and all that nonsense. We've got a lot of new people that showed up this year, and heading into this next year, the year that we're in right now, I'm just going to take a moment or two to explain who I am, what I do, what my background is, and what these fishing reports are as far as I'm concerned, and what I'm trying to accomplish with them. So if you're new to the channel and haven't quite figured out what's going on yet, I apologize for the fact that we've been kind of out of the loop and really inconsistent. Our goal is every Thursday to put up a fishing report that covers bare minimum some good lake conditions and any activity that's going on for the upcoming weekend, as well as a fishing report based on my experience. So let's jump to this week's fishing report. The water's weird. I mean, there's just no two ways about it. 2 weeks ago, I thought the water was pretty clear all around the lake. I have not gotten down to the Rattlesnake Arm, down around Rattlesnake Island or any of that down there in the last 2 days that I've been out. Mainly because there's so many people fishing down there. I just didn't want to be a part of that. So trying to find my own thing, and at that point in time I thought I had my own thing. It kind of fell apart on me. These last 2 days have been pretty tough for me. So the water conditions are, the lake is not as clear as it was. It may be still holding up pretty well down in the below Rattlesnake Island. But the best that I saw today and yesterday was about 4 feet, and a big portion of this, I'm sitting off the state park right now, a big portion of this section up here and going down through the Redbud Arm has got kind of a brownish tint to it, and the clarity is only maybe 1.5 to 2.5 feet. It's just kind of weird for this time of year. I don't know what to think of it or how to explain it. So, the last time I was out 2 weeks ago, water clarity was 7-8 feet. Some places we saw it almost 9-10 feet. Not that way right now. So it has to be from the last storms that came through, wind that was going on. Can't exactly tell you what, but the watercolor's off. It's nothing to be afraid of. I mean, it's nothing that, doesn't look good enough to fish. It's just different. Water temperature, for the most part of the lake, from what I've seen, is about 49 to 49 and a half. I did find a couple of areas yesterday afternoon and today that I saw 52 and 53 degree water temperature. That's the warmest water that I found anywhere around the lake. And I've not been up north because I just haven't spent any time up there yet. I'll probably do that tomorrow. So water clarity, water temperature, water level, with all the forecasts of rain and all that nonsense, it's only amounted to about well, we're on the Rumsey gauge right now, we're like 0.9. So it's come up like 0.3 of a foot in the last 2 weeks, week and a half. It's supposed to be a little bit of rain over this coming weekend, if you add it all up, it maybe is going to total an inch, and that's for 4 days worth of rain. If what happens this weekend happens again like it's been happening, we'll get half of that. And I don't care, even if we got an inch of rain, this lake's in trouble this year. It's really never been this low this time of year. So what we're facing right now is the reality that more than likely, as dry, unless something really weird happens in March, which has happened once, but all the forecasts suggest it won't happen again, we could actually go into this spring with only 2 feet of water in the lake, which for some people would be good. For most people it won't be, and it would really create a problem come next fall, because the lake normally evaporates about 3 feet during the course of a normal year. So if we can't get to 3 feet, we'll be faced with a minus number next September or October. So just remember, you heard that here first for what it's worth. Okay, so that's the water level. All the launch ramps are functional right now, although they're pretty low. Sorry, just drew a blank. I guess this is going to happen from time to time. Let me talk real quickly about fishing, because I've spent a lot of time on my graph idling around and just looking around, looking for fish, looking for bait. I haven't found a whole lot anywhere I've been, especially not big clouds of bait or big schools of it. Very few fish that I've seen. The fish that I have seen are hugging the bottom. So when I tried yesterday to try to catch some deeper fish, shaking a worm, it didn't work. So I started moving around the lake, picked up a rip bait, fished a little here, fished a little there, and I didn't learn anything. I just, by covering a lot of water, I caught a couple of fish yesterday, and I've only caught one today. So from my perspective, the fishing kind of took a hit. There's not as many people out here fishing right now. So I do know one of my guide friends was doing a live bait trip the other day, and he did very, very well. In fact, he told me one dock, his clients got 29 fish off of one dock, which is kind of the way minnow fishing is. And actually, the worm fishing that I was doing a couple weeks ago, they were stacked up like that. When I found them, I found them. So, but I lost them. So that's about it. I don't think there's anything going on this coming weekend other than a holiday weekend, and probably a whole lot of people showing up because they're wanting to chase big fish. I will tell you that the fish that I've caught are very robust, fat, chunky. Some of them look like they're ready to explode. And the good news for probably this pre-spawn period is there's actually been quite a few really big fish, 9-pound plus fish, that have been caught, both in tournaments, and I got one friend who's caught a couple of double digits on top of a 9 already, fishing live bait. So there's some big fish that are going to show up this spring. So if you're here, you're going to have a shot at it. You know what? That's it. Short, sweet. Oh, crappie. If there's crappie being caught somewhere around the lake, I have not seen anybody doing it. And in all the amount of graphing I've done, I've not seen any schools of crappie either. So I can't help you with that. So I'm just babbling at this point, so sorry about that. We'll catch you on the next report. Thanks for watching, I appreciate it. And again, thanks for all the kind comments that you've thrown my way. I appreciate that as well. A couple days from the posting of this video, I'll post another video, like I said earlier, that'll kind of tell you a little bit about who I am, what I do, and what this thing's supposed to be all about. Thanks, y'all.